Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Path of Nostalgia. And in this video we are looking at Topsy and Tim. So Topsy and Tim is a selection of stories created by they're a selection of books, and they're created by Gene and Gareth Adamson. Yeah, Adamson I think it is here. And it revolves around two twins, one boy, one girl, brother and sister, and their adventures like sort of daily adventures pretty much. And what it is basically it's like inside for kids and parents really. To learn what children do at a hospital, or when they go to school, if they move house, or maybe just have like a simple birthday party, go swimming, go to the beach, meet firefighters, just have a fun fancy dress. It's sort of like an educational book series itself, and it definitely shows, and it actually stood the test of time, which I'm quite surprised, because it started all the way back in 1960, and it's still going today, because we have this live action BBC television series that keeps going, and children these days are actually loving it. They are. To today's generation are actually enjoying it, and it's still doing well. It's doing well. I've never seen it myself, but although it's just, yeah. So let's cut to the chase. I've read some of the books. I've read the books before. Not the original versions, not the original 60 versions. I would say the 90s versions that came out. The sort of cartoonish Topsy and Tim with rosy cheeks and sort of like black hair and stuff. That's sort of like cartoon. That sort of like 80s and 90s style to them, which is quite good. Which is very familiar to me. So I've read the books. I think I remember reading one when Tim goes to the hospital. There's another one I remember fondly, which was that the mother bought them two pairs of Wellingtons, and I think Rosie had no. That's the wrong. Yeah, that's the wrong duo. That is Topsy and Tim. Like when I say no, I think of Rose and Jim all of a sudden. Topsy and Tim. So Topsy gets the yellow Wellingtons, and obviously Tim gets the red ones. Though he doesn't like to wear them, and he ends up wearing his red shoes instead, and he ends up getting soaked. And hold on, and it's brief. It's a simple, light-hearted story with a bit of humour into it. For a small kid that tends to love it, I think that's funny. Yeah, and some other ones I can't remember. I think when they go building fancy. I think fancy dress is another one. When they raid their grandparents' cupboards, I think their wardrobe, their grandparents' wardrobe, and just that's what I can really think about the books. Those some of the books I used to read, which were good, and it was I had lots of those books back in the day along with VHS, so pretty good. The other thing also to mention is the television series, Now I mentioned the live action version, but there's a recent version. There's an old version that came out in. Now this came, for what I gather, this came out in the mid '80s, which I never even knew, because it would say they mentioned it's sort of mentioned they came out in 1985 really. So we're talking sort of talking about 85 mid '80s. However, for what I gather, the VHSs didn't come until the mid '90s, I would say, or. It's a bit confusing, it is, because, it took a bit of time to get them on VHS, I would say. So this iteration of Rose and Jim, I'm so familiar with as well for only one reason, and that because it was on the Children's Preschool Special Collection from 1982. I mentioned this video before on a few occasions, and this is my first exposure to a Topsy and Tim in the television series, the animated television series, and it was the episode Go Swimming, although they go swimming they do, where Tim learns to swim, find a swim instructor because he doesn't know how, and he learns doggy paddle and all sorts of stuff. It is, and the dad's pleased, the mum's pleased that they've done it. So that was my first experience for a television series based on the books itself. So that's the only thing VHS footage of Topsy and Tim I do own. There's a few video VHSs around. However, they're sort of gone. Train going back again. A bit loud that is. So obviously there was a few. There was about, I'd say about 4 I know there is that I can remember. There's Go Swimming. There is that, I think it was released in the 90s, early 90s, mid 90s. I don't know. There was a bumper special that came out in '94. And there was 2 VHS releases of this one called Milo series in 1996. Basically, I think there's 5 on each. There's a red and yellow one. I never really owned those, but I do own 3 different ones, which probably we'll find out eventually in this channel. Eventually, who knows? However, those are only VHSs of the '80s Topsy and Tim. There is, though you can get, though there is the, well, I don't know really, but you can watch it on YouTube anyway. So it's obvious. That's sort of really, well, some people have kindly uploaded via a couple of not those episodes on. I remember watching a few maybe a few recently, a couple of years ago, I think, and I can remember it. I can sort of, it's sort of, well, when you look at it. It's in the same vein of those books. It is, you know, it's in the same vein. Nothing's changed. Animation, same colours has changed, and it's narrated by a guy called Roger Blake. And yeah, I mean, his narration's not bad. I would say it's sort of okay, and because it's '80s, it has this sort of like weird, minimalistic theme tune to it, which is a bit, yeah, that's okay, indeed. And yeah, that's all I can say about the TV show. So to put it this way, I only remember Topsy and Tim from the books really. The only exposure is that episode Go Swimming from a VHS compilation from '92, and that's it. But the only knowledge I think was I've only knew about the VHSs, like the other VHSs I mentioned, because of my sort of intrigued interest of seeing, is there any videos of them anywhere that are UK and available? Well, yes, in sort of a slight sort of short capacity, if you could say, because some stuff's only available. You can try eBay or Amazon, but it's really hard to get hold of. Like, own a physical copy of a VHS of theirs, it's sort of really. You really have to push harder and, you know, to get like a copy of that somewhere. However, the books you can get anywhere. eBay, Amazon, eBay, you can get them. You can get a bundle from eBay, I think, or just get them from copy sales. Probably that's how I got them from. I just have no idea, but it's 3 years ago. However, it's just like that. Just it really. Just is really. So let me finish now. So Topsy and Tim, I wouldn't say they're on the top list though. They're sort of like a small inkling favourite. They're sort of a side favourite, if you know what I mean. Mainly because I've read the books, because I knew about them as a young child. Exposed to the TV show only in 1 episode, and that's it really. And though my mum has bought through these new books for preschool, nursery very much, because she's a manager of the nursery, she tends to get a few new books and stuff, you know, and she always, she asked me a few intriguing questions about past TV shows that and stuff I used to read years ago, and always think, you know, it sort of uses them as an idea for nursery, I think, or maybe just like an idea, I don't know, or just something for that day, who knows. Though it's all, I'm still remember, it's still fresh from my mind, it is. And yeah, that's all I can really say. That's all I can say about Topsy Tim. So that's me just jabbering on. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you for the next video. Bye.